4 victories against Barcelona over the last 4 seasons. Ready to step up to center stage, perhaps stepping up to the top of the table. But Barcelona, some wounds to heal after 2 straight without a victory. For Celta Vigo, a team that had been shooting for Europe just enough to move them closer to safety. At kickoff, 3rd from the top against 3rd from the bottom, but anything could happen. Round 13 of La Land against a Celta Vigo that has an old Barcelona hand now in charge. Bill Shane alongside Ray Hudson, and strange how this sport can turn. Hugo Mayo, the Celta fan turned captain through and through. Ray, this is a Celta Vigo squad that was built looking ahead towards a European conquest at the end of the year. Right now, they're not even looking like they'll be in La Liga at the end of the year.
Well, there's a long way to go, Phil, and there's a long way to go for Barcelona as well. But for Celta Vigo, Fran Escribá, sparkling on the ball and off the ball in defensive situations, but he's on
here. 4 straight defeats since their 1-0 victory against Athletic. Is he on? It looks like Aspas is making the delayed run inside for Umtiti, who just whacks it into touch. Will it hold for Mayo?
Great ball.
In the middle, Aspas, but can't. Griezmann challenges. Araujo just slams it away. It'll go out for the goal kick.
He saw Antoine Griezmann.
Messi now from the right tries to find the Dutchman. Dane into the area, and you could see
lacking magic
into the area. Back for Messi, but
wonderful
down
play by
Blanco.
Sergio Roberto here. Picks up on it. Has not been looking like oh man, that's close.
And down inside the area. Mayo seemed to be bumped, but no whistle. With De Jong out there, you talked about the movement up front, movement in the mid. Wide for Firpo, drives it back off the arm, and a penalty is called by Quadra Fernandez. As he is sliding, the ball hits him in the arm, and no argument from the Ghanaian.
Ahead of him, but
first penalty Celta has faced. Messi rolls it home, and Barcelona's on the board.
Always celebrate the madness of Messi, but this is the audacity of him here. Cool as a polar bear's backside with the finish, and just pushes this beautifully and sends the
Tomato coming out, so Busquets will go into the midfield. Bond, nice by Diop into the middle. Umtiti comes out, takes him down, although the card will come.
Best
from distance, trying to caress it through, makes it through the wall, but wide. Played Lobotka wide. Beltran, Mayo, Terzi, speaking of the steering wheel, a little trip. Knocked down.
So unlucky here, Sergio Roberto.
Griezmann camped out in the middle. Not the attack. Around for Griezmann. Tries to return. Deflected.
Yeah. Oh,
slips through for Messi.
Referee getting in the passing lane. It's running into me, and I'm turning as Suavecito and King Arthur looks back.
Better road defense. The problem is no one has scored fewer goals. So 1-0. Second crack for the Brazilian. Drives to the goal line, into the middle for Messi, who puts it in. To the top, Messi for Fati. And looking towards his right, Messi reaches in from behind. A little shrug from the referee and a card to go with it. Directly, about 30 yards out.
Look out.
It's a sneak ball into the corner. Aspas, the decoy, and the goal for Celta.
Perfect disguise. It's always going to be Aspas. And Lucas steps up here and sends this with a dozen roses tied around it. It's a beautiful strike over distance. Angles measured down. Archimedes Lake. And
actually Archer up the middle, fighting through the challenge, pulled down just at the edge. Assists, now 11 goals against Celta, looking for enough.
Magisterial indeed.
11 goals against Celta, looking for another, and he puts it into the back of the net.
There you go. He'll expose you. Magnificent. Magisterial indeed. Maybe it's a bit of...
Next.
On for the Catalans.
Blaugrana now from right to left. The
dance lookout. Nicely.
Oh, what a debut to this game that would have been.
Well, tiptoes through the tulips, and that's a lovely touch again.
The yawn slices inside of Papa Sheikh and draws the foul.
A little closer, but might be the same result.
Into the corner. He does it again. Unbelievable.
Again, he wires this one brilliantly. Blisters this one home. And steers it home like a Ferrari. Hard-wired.
It's Aspas into the middle for Sisto. It sounded like a whistle for Beltran. Busquets on his heels. Sisto on his shooting foot, but for Barcelona, even with the 2-goal lead.
All right. It hasn't been vintage team football by Barca. What it had.
Loose inside the 18. Ball back. Beltran. Ter Stegen, the diving save.
Now wicked hit.
Dishes to the captain. 4 inside. Deflected across. And just missing Sisto and... Well, the game not over yet. Umtiti maybe a little rust to scrape off. Pick falls for Messi. Has De Jong. Uses Griezmann. And blocked by Blanco.
Blanco leaves his lane like a jungle cat. Messi. Best chance yet for Antoine.
Into the center. Grabbed by Blanco. Firpo for Griezmann. Blasted off the deflection into Blanco's arms. About to be 5. Across the middle, Lobotka the bump. Fans wanted a
look out.
Bele one-on-one. Early ball across, and he just misses the train at the station. Messi inches away from a fourth. Suarez in for Barcelona, and it's Antoine Griezmann who sits.
You're seeing it harshly. The tests that have come.
Got to the goal line. Aspas can't get
with any sort of deep threat.
Ooh, Mayo having to reach deep
into this setup, and it's the same with Antoine.
Cramping Celta's style a bit here. Firpo can't quite get around Mayo with a nice tackle, knocks it out. Chips cleared away. Olaso, Busquets, and now you know the route is on.
First touch in football is everything, and you show me a player that's got better first touch than the great Sergi Busquets, and I'll buy you a milkshake. This ball drops out of the sky to him, and it's a wonderful touch as Dembele puts